All right, guys, so part 2. I'm gonna show you a quick way to brown your tortillas. You can do them in a skillet, you can microwave them, but traditionally, if you're making homemade tortillas and things like that too, you're gonna probably use an eye of a stove. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean, chef? So this is about low to medium, nice and hot. I'm gonna take my tortilla. Make sure you ask your parents before you do this because they might freak out too. I'm gonna throw that guy right on that eye. And I'm gonna wait a couple seconds. I can hear it starting to sizzle, getting some nice brown all the way across that. And you're just gonna flip it a few times and make sure that your fingers are safe. So you may want to do like half at a time if you're actually using that, this method. Like I said, you can steam a bunch of them in the microwave, or you can do them in a pan if you're more comfortable that way. But I'm just gonna show you, see how you're getting your nice brown throughout. So if you've ever looked at a tortilla that comes like already made, you'll notice that they have those little brown spots all throughout them. So now you're learning why. So this is almost done. Our fajitas are almost done. And so is our corn. And so we're just gonna assemble everything back together. All right, so there's my tortilla. And I am going to throw a little of my Southwest crema here and just kind of smear that right on over. I'm also gonna throw some pico into mine because I like pico on everything. And I'm gonna pull out our fajitas that are done. Smells super yummy. I'm gonna break up the last bit of that steak and give this a nice little shuffle. We got some nice browns and blacks going on here, just like you'll see in those fajita style pans at the Mexican restaurant. I'm just kind of blending all of that, mixing it together. And now I'm gonna add that half of that lime and just drizzle that right over it. And then I'm going to layer up a nice little taco here. And then I'm gonna just wrap it very quickly. And there's that. And there you can make them all super fancy if you want to, and you can drizzle a little more of your crema. A little extra cilantro. And that looks all super pretty. I'm going to grab one of the ears of corn so I can show you guys how to make some street corn. This one's a smaller ear, so I'm gonna grab it. You're probably gonna wanna take these out for a few minutes before you try to handle them, because they are super hot. We've got some nice steam coming off of that. It is going to be hot, so please be careful. I'm going to take my end off here and get rid of some of my excess. I'm also going to take my end off here. And then I'm going to prop this guy right on up and pull him straight out of its husk. Like I said, you may want to wait a few minutes because that is super hot. Yet again, my hands are a little more used to heat than y'all's are. My husband freaks out when I do this because he's like, are you serious right now? Like, that is so hot. How are you even touching that? So please just be very careful when you do this. Use your judgment. If it's too hot, you can use a paper towel, you can use a towel, whatever you want to use. I'm just pulling off the extra little silks off of that. So now, here's the part that makes it yummy. And you're gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, what? What do you mean? How is that gonna make it yummy? Mayonnaise. I'm a Hellmann's girl. You might be a Duke's person. You might be Miracle Whip, whatever. So you're gonna take some mayo And you are just going to slather that right on that corn. And I'm gonna get covered in it because I'm just gonna hold it to show you guys instead of doing it on a plate. So you're gonna do that. You can add some of that lime juice if you want to and just kind of drizzle over it. You can use that rest of that fajita seasoning, taco seasoning, or whatever seasonings you want to use. I'm going to use a little more of this ancho chili. I'm just kind of sprinkle that on there. Some of my Creole here. Some cumin that magically opened itself thanks to Miss Elizabeth. And I'm going to throw that right on my plate. And then I'm going to add some fresh cilantro to it. And here's the best part, Parmesan cheese. Load that sucker up. And if you want to add some crema to this, you're more than welcome. And you can just drizzle that over there too. And ta-da, guys, you have got your fajita style burritos, you've got some street corn, and you made fresh pico de gallo. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll go from there. And if you need ingredients, let me know what y'all need.